Flosstube, it's Shelly. It's only stitching, and it is March 3rd, 2022. Welcome, welcome. It's been so long. I have a huge pile of stuff. I hope everybody is well and safe and praying for peace. My stuff is kind of mixed in and some of it's not out of its bags yet, so it'll be a little more rustly than usual. I had a new start out of the Blackbird Designs Ooh La La book. Looks like this. Just dropped my snippety. And the one I started is this one. I think Sidonie's Petit Chien, which is little dog. There's a little dog in it right there. And I was gonna start this for winter cross stitch camp, but it's got 2 colors in it and I started it like a day early. And I don't know what the fabric is, but there's that. And it's licorice red, yeah. Licorice red. That's really one of my favorite reds because it's got so much pink in it. And this is 16 count, at least I know that. I can look in my bag and see if there's any sticker in here, but nope. Nope. And then here is my Prairie Schooler Prairie Birds. I was inspired by Amanda Alba Stitcher to do these, and Kim is doing these too. Hi Kim, hi Amanda. Kim is the Contented Stitcher. And there are 10 of them. Yeah, 10. And I just do them as I feel like, yeah, I can do them. So I have no idea what I've already showed. Oh, I know what. This one I started, and I think this is 14 count, so it's a lot bigger, and I used the wrong color gray. It's supposed to be a darker gray. So this one might get restarted, but I'll probably just go, oh well, who cares? Can't even tell which one it is from my stunning start. What has 2 branches? Oh, here, this one. It's this one. I also don't like the color of the house, so I'm gonna change that too. This is on Silk Weaver, and it says it's 16 count, but I don't think it is because it's huge. Oh, but maybe it is 16 and the rest are 18, I don't know. And here are the rest of mine. And I don't know what I had already showed you before. I think I was working on this one most recently. I think this is all I worked on. I did some of the roof and I think I finished the rest of the green. And the other ones were done last time. They're so cute. I don't even know if the goldfinches are my favorite or the cardinals. I like the color they had for the female cardinal. I'm always trying to, you know, look around, and I usually change the colors because they usually have the female cardinal like be the same color as the male, and I'm just like, no, that's not right. I worked a little bit on Home by Lottie Daw, and it is a notebook, and this is on Charlotte's Pink 30 count by Weeks, which is linen, which is 30 count, you know. Almost not linen, right? It's so big. So all I did was work on filling in some of the white, and I love this color of pink. That's one of my favorite shades, or it's it for sure is my favorite saturation of pink, kind of a medium light pink. And I'm actually using I'm using porcelain on it, which is slightly pink, but it looks white on this fabric. And that's supposed to be turned into a needle book when you're done, which is the reason I did the linen, because I think the linen looks better. I don't know. You know, it's small. If it was big, I wouldn't have done it. I worked a little bit on Verano when I was on the phone with Sarah, who's Stitchin' Mommy. Hi, Sarah. And see, it's been a long time since I've done a Flosstube, right? She's probably going, how long ago did we talk about? Yeah. Oh my goodness. And this is just on a white Ada, 16 count Ada. And I had only this dark yellow done before, so I think I did the nose and around the side of the sun and the rest of the block and those 3 stems. And that's right here, the center, and the stems go to those 3 flowers. I should work on this more now, you know, because it's kind of, even though it's Verano means summer, it's Nice bright colors. A lot of it could be springy too, you know, like birds, flowers. I don't know, the fish. I think the fish are not a real kind of fish anyway, so it doesn't really matter what season they'd be around. I went on Pam's Pam Stitching in the Land of Good Enough, and also she owns Stitch New England, the shop. I went on her Zoom for Fancy Folk, and I'm working on Sleeping Princess by Mirabilia. And I chose this because I really like all the colors of the mattresses, and I have yet to work on any of the mattresses so far. I also like fairy tales, so that is another reason. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the, I think I probably will. I saw somebody who had it done. It was so pretty. Oh, I know. It was probably Amanda Lucky Chance Stitcher, because I think she has this one done, and it's got this part done. Ooh, I just watched her Nora Whip Parade. Ooh, she has so many of the patterns. And okay, so here she, and I know I worked just a little bit on some of the brown. I think I was working on that dark, but not very dark, but that brown. And then during the call, I was filling in this. So I got all that kind of aqua color, turquoise color filled in. And this is on 14 count Whimsy by Picture This Plus. And I chose purple because she has no purple in here, I don't think, really. There might be a little bit in the interior part of the mattresses. So I thought none of the colors would get lost. And I chose 14 count because this stuff really shrinks, and I'm afraid the beads won't fit if I use a 16 count. And I'll put that, I need to put the stuff back so it's not a disaster. Yeah, see, I'm already gonna lose some thread from my Verano. Oh. Okay. Oh, here I'll show my planner. I'll show you how diligent I am not in this. Here's what I did for January. So I pretty much like almost skipped everything those 3 weeks. And then on this one, this is February. And so I think I just wrote these just recently. I didn't keep up. Let's see, we're on March. Yeah, March has nothing so far. I try and write down the stuff that I have worked on, so I know when to, which ones to grab when I'm gonna do a video. Okay, this is on some, yeah, it's called Grunge, and I bought it from Kitten Stitcher, and I'm not sure if she dyed it or her son, but I think she did, and it's 16 count. And this is Anna Grader, and this was one of my starts from the 12 by 12 New Year's Eve one that Pam from Just Keep Stitching and Kia B did. And this is what it looks like. And I'd started at the top, so all the little alphabet in the line is what I got done the first time I tried it, and I started it on that 12 by 12. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'm not gonna do all these alphabets. So I just skipped down and started doing down here. And I know I did the rest of the letters. I have almost all the red filled in, and I finished doing the vase and filled it in. And I think I only had the black over here, so I did the red. And seriously, I don't really know. Tell me if you know. I think if I don't know, you guys probably don't know either. So I should just pretend, right? Pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, there's that one. And then one day I was talking on the phone and stitching, and I was too lazy, and this was the only thing I could reach. So I was working on some Fragments in Time, and this is by Summerhouse Stitchworks. And there's the W. Almost all the letters of the alphabet are in here, but not all. And so I only had a little bit of this line done. And there, whoops, no, there's no needle on it. That aqua line. And then I did the rest while I was on the phone. I was on the phone a long time. And I think I got some coffee on this or something, so that's why there's a big space in between, because I dripped something on there. And this is a Bestitch Me fabric that is 16 count vanilla latte. It's very pretty if you don't drip coffee on it. So maybe after I finish these as smalls, oh my gosh, look at some of this. barely left myself any room. After I finish these as smalls, then I'll coffee tea dye or maybe I'll wash it and see if that comes out, and then if it doesn't come out, then I'll coffee tea dye it. That's the plan. And here's my very carefully curated thread pack for this. Isn't it beautiful? That only works when your thread is on a ring that you can smooth them out like that. It doesn't really go through plastic. And I worked a lot on my Barbara Anna Sadie Woods. I love this one. This was in a punch needle primitive stitcher in, I think in 2016. I'm not exactly sure, but I couldn't get it to print out very well, so I bought it off Creative Poppy. Why doesn't it say Creative Poppy? This might have been my first one that I did from the magazine, but then I went and bought the Creative Poppy one so I could see it better. And I think this is some fabric I just dyed myself, and I'm getting there. This is really fun. I need to finish this because I love this. It totally reminds me, that's her Skinny Wolf Farm, Barbara Anna's. I totally want them to go together. And that's Sally Spencer by Birds of a Feather. One of these days I'm gonna get some of my stuff on the wall besides those. I think that's it. Got some funny stuff in here. I have some haul in here, so you'll just see that. How about this one? Berry basket sewing tray, pin disc, and strawberry pin keep. Oh, you can make a strawberry. That's like a stitched strawberry on top of a very dark linen. And I also got some Lady Dot ballerina palms. Maybe I'll put those in another pile. I think I got those from Jen. Yeah, Jen's Stitching Niche, and she gave me a snail file. So thank you, Jen, for watching. I know sometimes she has watched. And let me see here. This is what I was just working on today, is Floral Motif Sampler by the Scarlet House. I'm working on this with my friend Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Hope your daughter's shoulder is doing well. And I just had these yellow flowers done and part of their green stem. And here's all the colors for them. It's very pretty, except for they tell you that apple cider is a color for the stems of some of the flowers, and apple cider is completely not green. And in the picture, the stems of those flowers look green. Here's the apple cider. So it looks gold, right? And so I'm substituting something else, which I don't know why it's not in here. It's supposed to be right by the apple cider. Oh, here, maybe this is it. No. If I come across it, I will tell you. I think I've lost it though, and I don't know what it is. Oh, and I also did this black corner. So everything else, just like from there down, and all of this is all new. I've worked on this a couple times, maybe 2 or 3 times. Look at this one. The loganberry is the purple. It's so dark with the cucumber. Sometimes there's adjacent flowers that have the same color, so you can keep it on your needle and move over if you happen to notice. If you happen to be paying attention, which I do not. Here's also some haul. This is by Beth Twist. Once upon a summer housewife. Isn't that beautiful? I gotta get on this one. I really want to make some stuff like this, like, you know, roll ups or fold ups or something. And these are the colors I pulled for it, so it's like ready to go. I guess we're in partial haul section. I also ordered this, Calendar Crates March, and I just got this stuff recently. I think it took like 5 or 6 weeks from 123 Stitch, because I unfortunately had a piece of Picture This Plus fabric that said it was in stock and then it wasn't, so my shipping just kept getting delayed. So if your shipping keeps getting delayed, email them and say, oh hey, is there something holding up my order? Can you ship the rest? I offered to pay for postage. I don't think they're gonna make me pay twice for postage, but maybe. But it's totally worth it, because who knows how many months it's gonna take for my Picture This Plus to come in. I got some honeycomb, which is in that pattern. And I also bought some 16 count chalkboard black. So it's like a grade black. And I really wanted to do that for spring for my sister who really likes tulips. So you think I should be getting on that, right? Since it's already March. I should do one of the small ones. They have some smalls with tulips too. So maybe I should just quick do one of those and send that, and then maybe that one will be for next year. Okay, here's one more thing for haul. There's two needle workshops about an hour or so from me. This one's in Long Beach, and it's way, like, if there's traffic, it's an hour and a half. The other one that's about an hour is the one up by Sarah, which is Queen Anne's Lace. This one is called Mary Pat's, and they are closing at the end of March. And I probably went about the third week in February. Oh, I went and ate lunch outside in a park with my two of my college friends. That was so awesome. And since they live down there, I stopped by Mary Pat's. She did not say a thing about, oh yeah, everything's gonna be on sale in next week. So I bought the Stacey Nash book, and this has several things in it that are like I was saying, like it has a quilt, which is kind of odd. I'm not going to do that, but they give you these really primitive blocks you can stitch for the quilt. But the other things in here, I haven't seen this. I couldn't even find it somewhere to, like on eBay, to look. She shows you how to make a heart shaped. I think that's just out of fabric. I don't even think it's out of anything stitched. Anyway, there are several. Here, this is a sewing roll. I think that's the main project. But they're all kind of sewing things. There's a strawberry pin keep. Oh yeah, she shows you how to make this little felted strawberry. I should just make some, right? How many books do I have that tell me how to make those? And then there's a sampler bag. So that's off that same sampler. It's just the bottom part, and they put it in a bag with a fold over closure. You have to make the bag. And then there is, I think, a lot of the same motifs in a drum. So it's mainly off of this one. Everything's inspired off this one sampler. And then they show you the little strawberries in a little more detail. There's more sides to the drum. Oh, it's very cute. I'm so lazy though, man. I don't know about drum finishes. And then there's a bag. Oh, look, Cheryl, it's got hearts on it. And Kim, it's got hearts too. I think and I thought this was exciting. I think I want to do this. Look, they give you a pattern to make a wool pair. And that's just 3 pieces you sew together. And then here's a pocket roll, which I guess this is the one I was going to start. It's a smaller, it's not a sewing roll. I think it's just a pocket with a flap. Maybe you roll it up. I really don't know what you do with it. Here's what, you fold it. So there's what it looks like. It has one pocket inside. Yeah, I have to start that one. I need another, Oh, maybe I should do March Madness, right? Let's see, how many things have I started so far this month? I think I've started one. So if I start something today, I'll just be one behind. I worked a little bit on this spring tiered tray by Madame Chantilly, and I'm gonna do the top layer tier, and I don't know if I'm gonna have it be like that and then put the pedestal bottom on it. I don't know. I kind of like the little flags. I don't really like the girl. And I think the bunnies look almost exactly the same. My favorite things are the daffodils and then the flowers, the different flowers. Those are cute. And the bird I'm gonna make blue. And this is on some Coastal by Picture This Plus. I'm in the middle of doing the bunny. So I did this one while I was on the phone too. So cute. I only had the daffodils, and one of the leaves was not in on the daffodil, so I did everything else. It's very cute. I like using this color for spring. I also like using it for Christmas ornaments. It kind of looks icy to me too. So that one I need to get back to very quickly. Here's a new start that I did, I think yesterday, Birds of a Feather. I think all their stuff is out of print, but a lot of it's still being sold. I'm not sure about this one. Peace, I did this for Peace. World Peace made me want to start this. And it's 117 by 142, and it's all, the pattern is on the back of this card, and it just goes from here to here, and it's all one page. So it's very small. And then I didn't have, it has cherry bark and mulberry, and I didn't have cherry bark, and I was trying to figure out something. And of course, I wanted to start with a P for Peace, and that's mulberry. But then the rest of the words are cherry bark. So I gotta think of something to do for that. And I was using HDF Hand-Dyed Silks by Vicki Clayton. And here's my designer bag again. Those are the colors I'm using, and they're very pretty. And so far, and I decided just to make the house one color. And this fabric is hazelnut, and it's a 14 count. And it was supposed to be 16. What is the mislabeled stuff? And so that's why I'm using silk on it, because I thought 2 strands of silk will be thick enough for this count, and I think it looks solid enough, so that's good. So I'm not making all the bricks. Like this has like black and red bricks in it. And I've just had enough brick houses from all the Blackbird Designs ones, so gotta take a break from that. These away in my designer bag. And then here's some finishes. Oh my gosh, I've been working on one of the Springberry. I have to do the other two. Springberries by Erica Michaels. And I made so many mistakes in this. Like there's another squiggle I couldn't fit in. The has is supposed to be sideways right here because I didn't know it said has there. So I charted the has, and oh, it's just a disaster. I think I made at least 6 mistakes on this. But it's good enough. I need to just make it into a berry. And this is also some Picture This Plus 16 count, but this is, what is this? It is Ariel. And I changed all the color. I should have the picture. I changed all the colors because I think it's a single color design maybe. I know Cheryl did this one for a cross stitch camp in one color. And then this is on Dapple, and this is a finish too. And this is a tiny strawberry, and I think it's from In Friendship's Way. It's by Blackbird Designs. And so this took me like, you know, an hour. But this is what I ended up doing for cross stitch camp, because I always set super high expectations for myself. Oh my goodness. So that was finished in a day. So Colorado Cross Stitcher is the one who was doing that in February. I think it was just February, I'm not positive though. And then I worked a little bit on Christmas Rose by Blackbird Designs. And this, I'm using some silks and some of the called for. And I really wish I had tarragon, because these trees are tarragon, and these are pelican gray, and they almost look like the same color as the tree. But I don't have enough pelican gray to do the trees. So you'll see my trees are brighter from the silk, and it's just different, some different belle soie that I had. And this is on Pictures Plus Sand, which I really like. It's a little bit browner. It's not so gold, you know, like doubloon is gold. This has got a brown hue to it. And I had the letters and this outside border done. So I did the squiggle and everything, all the rest of these little motifs all the way down. It was very fun. And this is because I had the brown on my needle from those legs, and this is bird legs too. But I just have a couple more letters, and these are letters that are kind of like a pain in the rear, because they are different color for every letter. And let me see if I traveled. I can show you. My backs are usually hideous. I don't even think they were close enough to travel really. This is like way better than my backs usually look, because usually there's traveling everywhere. And this is on the same fabric that I did Feliz Navidad on. And I'm using some of the colors from Feliz Navidad, but I realized I don't like how light this green is, so I'm not using it anymore. I think there might be a little bit of it in here, like those letters, but that's it. I'm not using any more of that. It just isn't very Christmassy to me. So I don't know why I picked it in the first place. You know, you have those moments of like, I wonder what I was thinking for that one. And I think that light Belsois is Lily Pad. The reds are really pretty in it though. I think it's some kind of, I think it's cranberry, probably. English, here we go. Get ready, people. Yep, cranberry. So the dark red is cranberry, and then I also have some just cotton schoolhouse red. And then it somehow works, right? It still stitches, even if it's a mess. I know I shouldn't do that with silk, right? Because it can get all fuzzy and weird. Okay. And then I did spend a lot of time working on this. This is my mashup of Consider the Lilies. Oh, nice piece of cardboard in here. You know what that means? It means I got a delivery. Consider the Lilies by Heartstring Samplery. And His Eyes on the Sparrow, also by Beth Twist. Heartstring Samplery. And I keep saying this every time, but maybe you can see it better here. See where the line is? The dividing line, like 2/3 of it is below the line. And on this one, 2/3 of it is above the line. If I had noticed that earlier, I wouldn't have to be dinking around with spacing out motifs and stuff. Okay, so I finished the border. Did I finish all the leaves? Maybe I showed you I finished the border before. Anyway, I've been working, so the border's all done. And this is on Wren, 16 count Wren by Picture This Plus. I put a few leaves in on Adam's side of the tree. And I put in Adam and Eve. And I put in that, I think I put in this, yeah, this urn. Put that in. And then I did a bunch of this over here. I think I might have had the bird. I think I did all these. The crown, the bird, the bird, the bird, the bird. I think some of the birds I put in there, like they weren't all birds before. The dog I had, I think. But Lily's has a brighter color palette to it. So even if I'm stitching some of the motifs from His Eyes on the Sparrow still, I am using some brighter colors. So this side down here, I think is going to be all just straight from Consider the Lilies chart. So I won't have to do very much with it, right? Yeah. Because there's the urn. So it's just going to look like this. So that'll be easy. So I'm trying to fill in the ones where I have to count and figure out what to put in, because I still have to figure out what I'm putting right here that'll fit. And up here, I still have to do right around there. So that's what makes me not want to pick it up sometimes. Because I'm like, if I just follow the chart, everything would be easy. But no, I had to do it the hard way. So, but it was fun and I did get a lot done. So that was good. That was encouraging. I think I just have a couple more, maybe 3 more. This one is, let's see. Oh, this one I started for Abby's birthday. Abby, when was your birthday? Did I already show this? I think I might have. I'll show it again. I almost pulled this out for Stitch Asia because it's peacocks. And Abby Bell Stitch said, oh, hey, they originated in the East. So I could have used peacock motif. Yes, I think I did show this because I still have that much done. But I would like to finish this before Christmas. That would be nice. So this is on, this looks like 18 count. Let me see. Nope, 16 doubloon. Oh, you know how I said that sand was not as gold as doubloon. This is doubloon, so it's way more yellow. Where's the sand? I put it away. That's not it. If I had it out still, I could show you, but it's in a bag. Okay. I also have Farms of Hawthorne Hollow. What was it now? I'm not sure. The one I have mostly done is Map of Hawthorne Hollow. And then I started the Shores of Hawthorne Hollow, but I don't think that's gonna get done. Okay, that is Christmas Rose. And I worked a lot on this, which should be done because it's just backstitch that's left. Charlie Harper Giraffes, Love from Above. He did the artwork, and Counted Collection is the one that turned it into cross stitch. And I just got it on eBay, and they weren't super expensive or anything, because of course I bought other ones when I bought it. I looked at this. I had the yellow in here is not filled in on the chart, but the fabric is white. So I just chose like this light yellow because I thought, oh, it needs to look different, especially down here when it touches the neck of the chin of the little giraffe. So I've done some of the back stitch. Really, I don't know, I kept getting lost when I was trying to figure out what I was doing for back stitching. So yeah, there's probably not very much left. Probably could be in a day or two. Shameful. I should do it. I am just exhausted every day. I get home from watching my grandson. Oh, he's like 10 months. And this is a freebie from Leela's Studio, and this is what I stitched for Stitch Asia. Abby Bella Stitch is doing Stitch Asia for the month of March, and I was on her Zoom last night, and I had the tomato done, so I did everything else on the Zoom. And so this is finished, except for Leela has it have a like a broken stitch border around it, which I don't know what I'm doing with this yet, so I don't know if I want a broken stitch border on it or not. And this is on some 14 count, so I use 3 strands of floss. But I bought this because the color of this is linen, even though it's like raw linen is the color of the Ada, and it feels like burlap. But I really like the color of it, and they didn't have it in 16 count, so I just went ahead and bought 14. And yeah, I used 3 strands. This is cayenne. I like cayenne for tomatoes. And I messed up on the counting on this. So this T is over 1 that way. These are supposed to all line up. And I think I got that. Let me see if it says here. I think it's just leelastudio.com. Doesn't say on this. Here's what it looks like. See the dots? So I encourage you to go and look at her stuff. She's got some really cool stuff coming out at Market very soon. Oh, Market's this weekend, right? Oh, that's it. Oh my gosh. So the last time, let me look in here and see. Last time I did a floss tube, it was I wonder if I usually mark when I do it, so I try not to duplicate. January 12th. Oof. It's almost 2 months. Yeah, we'll let it go there. Oh, I know what, because I'm going to do one for April Fools that I usually do. And so if any of you want to do an April Fools one, it's so fun. I got the idea because for knitting, I used to watch knitting podcasts, and they people do silly ones for April Fools. Like one, I see now, I don't remember their names because it's been so long since I've watched them. But ooh, we did have an earthquake, but that wasn't one. This one duo that used to do knitting podcasts, they would just take a whole bunch of like catchphrases and like maybe segment titles and just certain ways of doing things from a bunch of different podcasts, and they'd string them all together and show their knitting and stuff. But they would just use everybody else's like little phrases and stuff. So that was really fun. And so that's why I just started doing something for April Fool's Day. So if you would like to do something fun for April Fool's Day, I would like to watch it, of course. And trying to think, I told you I went out with my friends, and trying to think if I've done anything. Like, I still don't do anything. Still have a grandson who can't be vaccinated because he's too little. And yep. Sometimes that really gets me down. Like, oh, like when I go on Zooms, I hear people saying like, yeah, I work from home now. I get no interaction with people. I'm all, I feel that. So anyway, I hope you all are having a good week, and that you're, happy and your mental health is good, because some days it's a struggle for me. And tell me what you're stitching on in the comments. I'd love to see. I still have my KeyXStitch Gmail address, and I'm still KeyXStitch over on Instagram, although it's only stitching here because YouTube just took down my channel for no reason. I don't know why. And hopefully just saying that won't make them take this one down. Yeah, because I'm such a renegade and break so many rules, right? I think that's, I know what I wanted to say. I've been watching some new Flosstubers, and Starlit Stitcher, she has about 135, and her name is Tanya. So hi, if you're watching, which I don't think you do. And I was really glad to see, I already mentioned Amanda Lucky Chance Stitcher, that she's come back and done some videos after several months. So it's good to see you back, Amanda. So everybody take care. Have a great week. I hope you stitch something that you're really enjoying. Bye.